Hello friends, I am Dr. Vijay Prakash and today I'll be telling you about different techniques which are used for gingival retraction. Now, there are a number of techniques which are used for gingival retraction, and in all these techniques, a retraction cord is impregnated with a chemical medicament. Now, it also depends on the operator's choice and the type of clinical situation in deciding which type of technique will be used in a particular case. So let us see what are the types of gingival retraction techniques. First is the single cord technique. Now, this is one of the most commonly used method of gingival retraction. As you can see, only a single cord, gingival retraction cord is placed, and it is indicated when impression is made of 1 to 3 prepared teeth. Approximate length of the gingival retraction cord is selected based on which type of teeth you are doing retraction. Like in a molar tooth, you will require a greater length of the retraction cord, and if you take a smaller tooth in comparison, like a premolar tooth, you will require a lesser length of the retraction cord. This retraction cord will be moistened with the medicament of choice, whether it is ferrous sulfate or aluminum chloride, aluminum sulfate, depending on why you need that kind of medicament. And this retraction cord is then looped around the tooth as explained in the methods of gingival retraction, and with the help of gingival your cord packer, and it is pushed into the gingival sulcus in order to enhance the finish line. The gingival retraction cord is allowed in place into the sulcus for around 8 to 10 minutes before it is removed. It is removed just before making impressions. So once you are ready with your impression armamentarium, and then you are going to slowly remove the gingival retraction cord, isolate that area, dry that area using high suction, volume suction, and cotton rolls, and then you take the mixed impression. First syringe the light body impression, and then you make your final impression using the stock tray. So this technique is used in a healthy gingiva where you are having the gingival tissues which are healthy in state. So this can be used in those situations. Now the next technique is the double cord technique. Double cord technique is used during impression making of multiple prepared teeth or when tissue health is compromised. So you have a periodontal tissues which are compromised. So in those cases, you should use a double cord technique. Now here you will place a small diameter cord in the sulcus such that the cut ends meet each other. So first we are going to use a small diameter retraction cord, as you can see inside, and this should be fitting well into the gingival sulcus. And then after that you are going to use a larger diameter retraction cord. This larger diameter retraction cord is first soaked in a hemostatic agent or any chemical of choice, and then it is placed over the small retraction cord into the sulcus. One thing which we have to keep in mind is when we are making an impression, we will be removing only the larger diameter retraction cord, and we will leave the small diameter retraction cord inside the sulcus. So we will wait for around 8 to 10 minutes before removing the large diameter cord, and the prepared tooth is then dried and impression is made with the impression material of choice with the small diameter retraction cord in place. Once you have made the impression, then slowly you are going to remove the small diameter retraction cord after soaking it in water, and that should be done slowly because that may increase the amount of bleeding from the gingival sulcus if you are not careful enough, if you just remove it quickly. Now next technique is the infusion technique. Here we are using a Dento infuser with 20% of ferric sulfate chemical, which is commonly used to control the hemorrhage during the cervical margin preparation. Like as I told you in cases of your rotary curettage. So in those cases where you have profuse bleeding, so in those cases you will be infusing a commonly used hemostatic agent with the help of Dento infuser. So this is a very effective technique in which when you are pressing the Dento infuser or a syringe, it extrudes the chemical directly into the sulcus without any wastage, and it is also precise. Once the hemorrhage is controlled, then you will be placing the knitted retraction cord, which is also soaked in ferrous sulfate solution, and it will be placed into the sulcus. Before doing that, you will be removing the clotted coagulum very gently, so that you don't again initiate bleeding, and then you are going to place the retraction cord, that is the knitted retraction cord, which is soaked in ferrous sulfate. The cord is left in position for around 1 to 3 minutes, and after this the cord is removed, the sulcus is rinsed with water, and the pipette tooth is dried, and then you are going to make the impression of the pipette tooth. Now, the time which is allowed for the cord to stay in the sulcus may not be sufficient in allowing adequate lateral displacement of the sulcus, so you can wait for another 2 minutes in order to have an adequate lateral displacement. Also use of ferric sulfate may temporarily darken the gingival sulcus for few days. So that is the drawback of using a ferrous sulfate as a hemostatic agent. Another technique which has been introduced recently for gingival retraction is by using polymers. So you have material which are used such as Expasil, which is having synthetic polymers into that, and these synthetic polymers are injected into the gingival sulcus, and this material, these polymers, then expands and provide displacement and hemostasis of the gingival sulcus. So the efficacy of such materials is not known as yet, but these are highly used today in the recent times for gingival retraction. Another methods can be used are magic foam, and so another method which is used is the using a magic foam cord. This is marketed by Coltene, and here you are placing the this magic foam material into the gingival sulcus, and you are having the Complic cap, which you ask the patient to bite on the Complic cap, and once the patient bites onto the Complic cap, the magic foam expands into the gingival sulcus, and you have to wait for you have to ask the patient to bite for around 5 minutes. It temporarily going to displace the gingiva, and once you remove after 5 minutes, once you remove that, you have the clear finish line and you have the retracted gingival tissues. So these are different methods, different techniques for gingival retraction. So this we come to end of techniques for gingival retraction. Thank you for watching the video.